What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Heart2Heart Podcast. I am your host, Alex, and I got a special one with me and my lovely fiance today,
Hello.
my co-host. Tell about yourself. Tell us your name. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Joanne, but I prefer to be called Jojo. Um, I'm 21.
Ooh, free beer. No, I'm
and
joking.
I'm just really excited to do this.
Yeah,
So I'm looking forward to it.
we've been we've been super busy recently with a lot of stuff going on. Process of moving out
A
and
lot.
working and all these types of things, and it's been a hell of a ride. Today we're going to do something a little different. So I ain't really going into the whole Bible study and, what I usually been doing. Um, Today I think we kind of want to go in depth on, spiritual warfare and just kind of like, I don't know, people,
Yeah.
dealing with certain people and spiritual warfare. There's a lot of people in the world that are negative towards you, towards yourself, towards, just they're always trying to put you down or they're always praying against you. And
There's a lot of people that don't really know that they're actually going through spiritual warfare, and it is, and they are going through it. And I hopefully this video could help them like look at for the
for
signs of what
sure,
it is. And
you know, I never knew what it was, and until we went through it, and
right.
you start to figure out when you go through this, you're like, man, like I have been through this before, but you don't really know it until you're like, damn, this is the
Until
worst
after,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah, and it's like
absolutely.
it has to be the worst time you're going through something too. Um, Anything else you want to share about yourself? Anything at all?
Like, what do you mean about myself? Like,
Huh?
like, what do you mean about
And
myself?
anything? I don't know. Tell a fun fact about yourself. I don't know. Tell us something interesting about yourself.
Interesting. Am I an interesting person?
You don't think you're an interesting person?
um,
Oh, they don't know yet. They will know. They will know.
I love the color pink. I'm like
Why?
obsessed with the color pink.
Why?
I don't know. It's just so pretty. I have a pink gaming chair
Everything damn pink.
and pink headphones that I'm using right
I like
now.
I like blue. Royal blue, man. I love royal
Yeah, it's
blue.
beautiful.
That's my favorite color.
That
I
was our
got.
favorite color, both of us, when we first met.
Yeah, now you went all switched up and went pink. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
hell? I don't mind pink. Uh, it ain't something I would wear.
Pink is a manly color.
Yeah,
I
I like pink
promise.
for breast cancer.
Absolutely.
I wrote down something actually I want to try today, and hopefully y'all will enjoy this. We'll get a little interacting. It's called icebreakers. We're gonna do some icebreakers. I gotta find it. I wrote it down. Where is it? All right, here we go. So we're gonna do question of the day from now on, every
Okay.
day, or every episode. I'm trying to do 2 episodes a day, if not more, because I'm not working right now. I don't start training until December, December
Second.
2nd. Yeah, so I got a while. So question of the day, and then I got a bonus question following with it. What are your 5 favorite holidays, ranked 1 through 5, and why?
Okay. Well, number one is Christmas.
That's it, everybody.
I love Christmas, and it's not even because of like just the whatever gifts or whatever. It's just like that feeling of just happiness. I don't know, like
Hmm.
it's just so festive, and I just love it so much. My second, I would say, my second, I would probably say Thanksgiving because I like to eat. And
We're talking about that a lot.
third, you know, actually, I'm gonna go to my last. My last is Halloween. I, I don't I don't know. Like, it's so awesome seeing everybody with the gifts and everything like that. But like with what I believe in and everything like that, it's just like the truth behind Halloween is a kind of an evil thing. People may disagree, but it's okay.
Right. Yeah. When I was younger, I was friends with Christian people who didn't celebrate Halloween. I'm like, why
Yeah.
don't you? I never understood the evil part about it. I've never really looked into it either. But after this, I might end up looking into it now
Right.
because I'm curious. What else?
My third, I would say Easter, is because I love when we go to church and just see that the like when they actually act out on a lot of things of
Yeah.
the resurrection and everything. I'm
Yep.
like, oh, I love it. I
The way
love
they did
it.
it at church this year,
Yes.
it was cool.
That
It
was
was really
wonderful.
cool.
I loved it so much. Brought a tear to my eyes. I'm not gonna lie. And my fourth. What other holiday? Well, I know all other holidays, but oh, New Year's. I
Yeah.
love New
At
Year's.
4?
Yeah.
Really?
I love New Year's.
Damn.
Our
All right.
tradition, Haitian tradition, is we eat, drink, whatever. Soup jumeau.
Mm,
Love it, love it, love it. Alex tried it for the first time. Was it
tried
last year?
it.
Was it last year? It was last year
Yeah,
for the first
yeah,
time.
yeah.
He loved it. He had like
Cause we
4
took,
plates,
remember,
4
cause
bowls.
we went to New York, took the train, and
Yeah.
I brought the damn soup back. We
But
took that
yes.
whole pot of soup. It was good. I had 4 or 5 bowls in one day. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, what is this? It was really good.
But yeah. How about you?
One is definitely Christmas. I think, when you're a kid, it's a gift, sure. But I think the older I've gotten, it's like, seeing family and,
For some reason around Christmas, everybody just gets so loving. Everybody gets
right,
so like
right, yeah.
together. And
Everybody's in a positive way. And, a big reason why I think I do like Christmas a lot really isn't even Christmas related, but just that time of year. Just doing the fun things like, we go to Starbucks. We go to Starbucks, like the week before Christmas, you go. It's dark out like it is now. What time is it now? It's probably not even 6:30 yet. It's only 6:03 and it's pitch black out.
I like when we go to different neighborhoods and see all the Christmas
Yeah,
lights. I
yeah.
love
That's
it.
that's my thing. And
Yes.
we're gonna go to Hershey Park this year and look at the lights too.
Yeah.
I really want to go see the lights up there. I haven't gotten to in a long time, and you haven't, and we're gonna go.
No.
I love snow tubing. That's really fun
Oh
too.
my gosh. Snow tubing was crazy. My butt got so numb because I wore the wrong
Dude,
equipment. I
yeah.
wore leggings. I wore the leggings to
Yep. I wore jeans and my jeans were soaked in. Jeans have like no.
absorbent. They absorb.
Hell, it was cold, and when jeans get wet, they're really heavy.
Yeah.
But no, what I was saying was with Christmas, I think also, that time of year, I like Christmas shopping and stuff like that. Going to the mall, like we talked about earlier too.
Yeah.
It's like when you're a kid and you go to the mall, it's way different than
Oh yeah.
But getting at Starbucks, going to the mall, and you just looking at all the Christmas trees in the mall and all
Love
that
it.
stuff
I
on sale, and you're
absolutely
like,
love
damn. And for some reason, everybody's so damn broke during Christmas time where all the stuff goes on sale. Hell,
'Cause
I
throughout the
Christmas shop
year.
for myself. I try to because everything on sale. I wait till the end of the year.
Yeah.
I tell you, I'm like, we'll wait till Christmas to get it. By the Christmas time comes, we ain't got no money still. Y'all need to help me get some sponsorships. We need some sponsorships, right?
Absolutely.
We need some sponsorships. No, but a big reason I like Christmas as well is knowing the end of the year is right around the corner. So it's like, that week, like Christmas and that whole week after, it feels like one long holiday week.
Yeah.
Like from Christmas to New Year's Eve and New Year's. I love it. Second to me, really, and I used to never care for New Year's until I celebrated it with your family, and the way y'all have a tradition of New Year's really kind of enlightened me into it.
Yeah. Celebrate life. You made
Exactly.
another year.
And you remember when the first New Year's we spent together, I was bitching the whole time. I bitched the whole time. I'm like, that's another fucking year with it.
Yeah.
I was complaining about it. So, I didn't care about it. And just, seeing your family and kind of like, man, you just got to embrace that. And it really does. I get that. As I gotten older, I kind of feel that fresh start every year. And actually with this year being over, I'm like ready. My third holiday, Thanksgiving, man. There ain't nothing like watching football or eating a plate of food, getting that food diabetic coma. Love it, man. Sweet potato casserole with the marshmallows on top.
Candied
yams.
Good.
You like candy yam?
I do.
Mm-hmm. I like, macaroni just got to be done right.
That baked mac and cheese.
My favorite part about Thanksgiving, though, is, like I said, that like the night before when you prepping to cook everything and everybody up late, we got TV on. It's just so entertaining. It's like, hell yeah. and then you got to get up at 4 o'clock and start cooking your turkey. And
Yeah.
I was telling her, I said, I don't want a turkey dish. I want turkey wings. I want
Yeah.
Cajun
Remember my
honey
sister made
glaze.
turkey wings?
Yes, yes.
So good.
She made some damn good turkey wings too.
Have you tried my baked mac and cheese yet?
Yeah, you made the Haitian macaroni or just regular
No,
bacon?
the regular.
No.
I did.
Did you?
Yes, and your dad kept eating plates after plates.
Oh
I
yeah,
said,
you
"Oh
made it
my
for
gosh,
Thanksgiving.
yeah,
You did make it for Thanksgiving.
something like that." No, was
No,
it? No, it wasn't
no,
because your uncle did it.
no. Yeah, that's the year I found the damn screw. Remember I
Yeah,
ate that
you ate
screw?
the screw. You found a screw in your
Yo,
mac
I
and
chewed
cheese.
that screw. I could have sued Kraft. Damn you, Robert Kraft. Old bastard. Yo, I almost broke my tooth.
Yes, I know.
I could have died. Imagine if I
Yeah.
would have ate that. It would have stabbed my intestine. That was a big screw.
Yeah, that was really big.
I should took a
I don't
picture.
think you ever. You have tried it, but I think you forgot. I have to make it for
Yeah,
you.
I
I'll make you a
definitely.
little plate of it.
Yeah, I'm curious.
I know.
What am I at? Number 3 now, right?
Yeah.
4. I like Easter at 4. You know, I love, as a newer Christian person, I think, just hearing the story about his resurrection and, like I knew that Jesus died for our sins and all that. But like when we went to church for Easter, that was the first time I ever went to church in Easter. And, like you even said, it kind of brought that tear to my eye. And it's like, man, like knowing what he went through, the suffering for hours and, like even when you told me the story of how he's been through a lot through his final hours and his resurrection, what he's done and how he's changed a lot of lives for people and how people didn't believe in him at one point in time, and then as he once he passes over, how many people changed to believe in him, and now they all regret how they treated him. And
That's why you always treat everybody nicely.
because
No
you
matter
never know
what.
who you're really
You
dealing with.
never know who you're. Not only you're dealing with, you never know what they're going through. You don't know who they are. And among us now, you don't even know. You could be talking to an angel for all you know. You could be talking to
Yeah,
someone
there's
spiritual.
stories with that. I think with this
Yeah.
episode where we really can
Oh,
go in
yeah.
depth in that.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I'm glad that you brought that up.
Yes.
But I do. I like Easter. I think just hearing the story about what Christ has done and just the resurrection, how he's changed our lives, and how the world was once against him, and now the world, he has billions and billions of followers and believers, and it's amazing to see how
And
one
it's
person
now,
can be so hated.
right? And now it's like, now we are hated as Christians, and how we
Well,
deal with
exactly,
it.
exactly, and and I've said this before, is being a Christian and you guiding me into that Christian life has really been the best blessing of my life. I feel completely different. I used to look, and you know this better than anybody, I used to look at life completely negative.
Oh my goodness.
Just
Yes.
always had a negative
Oh my
attitude about
goodness, yes,
everything.
I did.
I was a hard person to be around for a long time. And a lot of people that knew me at a younger age in high school and those types of things, I know that y'all know, because some of y'all are probably watching still. They know too that I was that way, negative.
Yeah.
I wasn't very respectful of people. I wasn't the nicest person, and
Right.
I had to lose a lot of things in life, and I had to go through a lot of negatives in my life, and I had to feel some hurt in order to understand.
To gain, yeah.
Absolutely. And that's kind of why we talked about doing this podcast, and this platform was to just help people and to guide our
Absolutely.
generation to a better life, and
Right.
to bring guidance, because we're all going through the same thing. We may not all be going through that at once at a time, but somebody can look at this video 2 years from now and be like, damn, he went through this, I'm going through this now.
Right. Right.
And like I always say, we're here. Use us, help, talk to us. We're here to help, and
Right.
we're here. We're all bleeding the same blood. Don't matter if you're black, white, Chinese, Arab. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we all bleed the same blood. We're all made by the same person. We're all made
Right.
by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Absolutely.
And He's always blessed us with life, and He's blessed us with so many different things. And it's just why do we spend so much time hating on each other and negative?
Right.
Instead of being positive.
And
But
that's the spiritual warfare right there.
exactly, and we'll get into that after I rank my last one.
Yes.
And I really got off track on that, but Easter Easter
I
has
love
really gotten
Easter.
sentimental with me about it.
Yes.
My last holiday, no, not really underrated. 4th of July.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love 4th of July. I forgot about that. I did.
Ah, eating. Ain't nothing wrong with eating no 4th of July. And them fireworks.
Fireworks,
Yeah.
beautiful.
And I had my views on military and stuff like that, and it's another day. But I like 4th of July. I like that summertime vibe, getting in the pool, soaking up.
Yes.
We go to watch the fireworks down the street, the golf
Yes.
course, and we eating, and we're eating good.
Yes.
Eating candy and cookies and
Yes.
cake and ice cream and
Oh, the cupcakes.
hot dogs, barbecue chicken, baked macaroni and cheese.
My brother likes cupcakes.
You better hope he don't find this video. He gonna be pissed. All of us men, I'm sure, got a secret addiction to eating.
Sweet tooth.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. For sure. Do you have a sweet tooth?
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
I have a really nasty.
I've started to, as I got older, I really started to really hate sweets. Like, I cannot stand ice cream. I don't want to eat it at all.
For the last 2.5 years we've been together, damn, we almost pushing on 3 now.
I know.
Yeah, for as long as I know you, never really cared for ice cream.
No.
You've been more into
Slushies.
yeah.
I love slushies, smoothies.
When we first got together, though, you were eating blizzards at DQ.
I was.
Oh, I could tear up a damn blizzard, man. You gotta
can't anymore.
look. I'm gonna put y'all on this is fat ass talking now. Look.
Hey, no cussing.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get demonetized.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't want that. I already got banned on Call of Duty for cussing.
He almost got me banned too.
Maybe you are banned.
Had me got a warning.
Look, when you go to DQ, y'all, you get a blizzard. You gotta get M&M, Oreo, and cookie dough, and you mix all that together.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what I got like near the golf course. We went golfing.
Yeah, you got that chocolate banana split.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, they hooked you up. They give you that big old cup for $6. They give you a big.
Again.
No, that's a big cup. I'm pissed because I didn't get that big cup. I should have got that big cup.
I know you looked at my bowl and you were like,
Yeah, I got 2 scoops of black cherry. I mean, the black cherry was good. No, wait, no, I did get black cherry. I thought I got cotton candy.
No.
Yo, cotton candy, my favorite ice cream, though.
I know it is.
Oh, it's so good. My dad put me on a young age on cotton candy.
You like a lot of like cotton candy and a lot of like birthday cake.
Yes,
and
man,
like
birthday
that.
cake.
Yeah.
Friendly's got this little, I forget what they call them, a little like McFlurries that you can get. They got birthday cake.
I haven't
really
been a
good.
Friendly's in a long time.
I love Friendly's. It's for fat people. Friendly's is for fat people.
Oh
I love Friendly's. All right, my bonus question now, and then we're going to get into some spiritual warfare. What is your favorite holiday dish?
Oh.
It could be a dessert.
Okay.
Or you know what? Hell with it. We'll go with an entree and a dessert.
Okay.
And an appetizer or a side if you choose to. So you
That's
know
a
what?
good
Pick
question.
3. Pick 3.
Okay. Number 1 is definitely turkey wings. When I had it that first time, my sister made, oh my gosh. I was like, give me more, give me more, give me more.
They were good.
Let's see. I tried, your mom, when she made duck. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I think that was her. Granny made the duck. Yes.
Oh my
yeah. Did you like it?
Yes.
Oh, we gotta get another one.
I was like, no way.
I gotta go get. If we want duck, we gotta go get it because that should be gone.
I was like, no way. I was like, that is amazing.
The problem with duck is it's really greasy.
It's
very oily and greasy. Oh, it's so good though.
Let's see, and then I would have to say like marshmallowed. What is it? Is it yams or sweet potato?
I guess it's a sweet potato casserole. I've had it every year for Thanksgiving growing up.
With the
I don't know
marshmallows on top.
I don't know if it's a traditional thing, but
It
we've
is.
always had it growing up.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I'm sorry, I like candy yams, but I'm still taking that sweet potato casserole with the marshmallows on there. I guess it's got like oats.
Too.
Did she make?
She did. but she didn't put the oat in it.
Oh, she didn't?
She no.
Oh,
Because
I
don't
love
like
that
oat.
oat because that shit got that crunch.
Oh my gosh, I was like, oh my gosh. I'm thinking about it right now.
So what's your dessert then?
My dessert? Let's see.
You're not a
Dessert.
pie person.
No, but let me tell you, in my culture,
Oh, I
in
keep
Haitian
hitting this.
culture, something that I really love is it's cremas
Yeah.
with the fruits in it.
Oh, the fruit cocktail.
Mhm. It's a weird combination, but
It's so good. I remember when we
It's
had
like
it the
my
last
favorite.
time we
You
went
did,
up there,
we
right?
did. And you're like, You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
me and your dad
interesting.
was throwing them
No,
things.
no.
They were good. They were really good.
That's my favorite.
Oh, it was good.
Chef's kiss.
Oh man. All right, yeah. My three. It's a hit or a miss with people. Honestly, it's always been a debate, which I never understood why, is between turkey and ham.
Yeah.
Hell, I love a good honey ham, man.
Mm.
The way my mom marinated that ham with the, what does she use? She did.
Is it soda?
Yeah, she uses that cranberry ginger ale.
Yeah.
She used to, I don't know, she used to
had
use
Dr.
cherry.
Pepper.
She did cherry Dr. Pepper
Yeah.
one year. It was so good.
Mm.
She does a honey with it.
I can't talk about this. I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
That's making me hungry.
But you know what, though? When I have that ham, the only way it's good, and I love my mom's ham, but the way to make it really, really good and authentic is you got to have those sweet Hawaiian rolls on the sliders with it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, those sweet Hawaiian.
We had, I don't know when we had over your aunt's, and we had that turkey. I was just like getting with the turkey. I was digging in.
Yeah, that was the only
stuffing. I was like, whoa.
I don't know if I don't know if they smoked. Yeah, they think they smoked it. You got to smoke a turkey. That's the only way to really eat a turkey.
To make it juicy, you got to.
Yeah, because you can't cook that shit that way. It gets too dry.
Yeah.
The one thing I do like about turkey is when that skin gets really crunchy.
Crispy.
That's good. But I got to soak my turkey in gravy. I don't feel like doing that.
Got to.
Everybody going to complain and cuss me out, but I hate stuffing. I hate that shit.
I love steak, cuz.
Oh, sorry. You're going to have to be my...
You're gonna have to bleep out a lot because you was cussing a lot.
Oh, I know. Especially when I talk about food, I be getting there.
Even in the beginning, you just talking about Robert Kraft.
Oh, yeah, because I'm going to say the squirrel. What the hell?
You called him a...
Old bastard.
You gotta bleep it out.
I will bleep it out. Maybe.
You're gonna have to cut it out.
Maybe.
That's making me hungry.
I can't eat stuffing. It's just...
I love stuffing. No, you tried it a little bit. You're like, okay. It's okay.
It's just something I don't care for.
I don't think you need to try. I'm going to try to make something for you.
So I got ham. I got those Hawaiian rolls. I really do like that sweet potato casserole. There was one year, I think the year before you and I got together, my mom actually didn't make it, and I was so upset, bro. She said, oh my gosh, I forgot to make it. I'm like, how you always forget to make that? It was so good, and it was sad. You can't have Thanksgiving without that.
No.
Cranberry sauce. People like that cranberry sauce.
No, I don't like cranberry sauce.
Never had it. I don't think.
I didn't have it either, but just by look of it, I said I don't like it. I'm like, I'm not even gonna try.
Man.
I feel like the candy, like marshmallow, it'd be so good with like vanilla ice cream on the side.
Yo.
We should try that.
Oh, we should. Yo, wait till you hear my next one. My next one, we get into dessert, because come on.
Go ahead.
Oh, man. You ready for this?
Yeah.
A good, hot, warm
peach cobbler.
Bingo. Bingo. But you're missing one thing.
What?
Vanilla ice cream.
Vanilla ice cream.
Oh, man. You got to have the
I
vanilla.
love vanilla.
That peach cobbler's good. When that crunch,
Love
you get that crunch. I guess with cinnamon or something. I don't know if there's cinnamon in there that they put in. I don't know.
It's so good. I love peach cobbler.
But that crunch, oh, man.
I fell in love with it, and you guys are going to be like, that's disgusting. But, like, at my school, in high school, we had peach cobbler.
Damn, y'all had peach. Oh,
yeah, for Thanksgiving. So we had Thanksgiving meal.
Oh,
and, like,
you know what's funny?
Like,
I was about to get into that for a minute. I really am.
We had, like, turkey And then we had gravy, mashed potatoes on the side. We had some like green peas. And then we had the peach cobbler. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't. I have to eat this forever. Like, I was like, I can't
Damn, y'all really had
stop.
peach cobbler at school?
Yeah.
Must be nice. Y'all didn't get the little ice cream cups?
Not. No, I think it was in there with the peach cobbler. Yeah, it was mixed in there.
Wow. They give y'all ice cream at your pizza?
Yeah, it was really good.
What?
Yeah.
Damn. Shout out to New York schools, man.
Not all.
Long Island schools?
Long Island schools.
Damn. I went to a nice high school and we had, I'm telling you, and yeah, I'm a curse. That shit tastes like prison food. Prison food. That shit was government. That was USDA. That shit was government. They fed us like we were jailhouse slaves. No, for real. How the hell you expect these kids to come to school motivated after eating that lunch? One time, man, let me get into school lunch for a minute now. We ain't never going to get to spiritual
No,
warfare.
we're not.
Let me be honest.
You got a lot of bleeping out to do, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure I do. That's all right. Thank you, AI. Anyway, man, let me tell I had pizza from school. It was buffalo chicken.
I remember this story.
I flipped that thing over. That thing had damn blue on it. It was blue. It had like a teal color on the bottom of the crust. I'm like, what the
It's mold.
Yeah, so I took it back, and then they gave me another one. I should have got 2 for free.
Should have.
Yeah, but I guess that's what you get when you get free school lunch.
Yeah.
That's that welfare shit.
You only get one.
I'm going to tell you about our holiday meal.
Oh boy.
You had turkey.
Yeah.
We didn't get ham.
No.
Y'all got ham?
I think so.
For real?
I think so.
Oh, man.
I don't remember, but I know.
Y'all, let me tell you, that turkey was so damn salty. It was so salty.
I think it was canned. It could have been.
No, it was canned. It was definitely canned. And that gravy was horrible, too. The gravy was nasty. Hell yeah, that gravy was nasty.
Was your gravy discolored?
No, it was dark. It was that dark gravy color. It looked like gravy, but you could tell it came from a can. And I'm big. I'll eat, but this is where I hated stuffing. First time I had stuffing was at school, that holiday meal. Dude, when I tell you that shit was soggy, it was like taking a handful of mud.
No.
Yes.
That's why
it
you
was
hate
disgusting.
Stuffing? Our stuffing
Oh,
was delicious.
that's nice. Our stuffing was terrible. Our stuffing was nasty. Our stuffing was nasty.
Did you guys get dessert at least?
Oh yeah, we got this little foam cup, about half the size of this soda can.
Yeah, I know what you're
And it was a
talking about.
chocolate vanilla swirl.
Okay.
That's all we got. We didn't get no peach cobbler.
You guys didn't get peach cobbler?
No, we didn't get
I
none
thought
of that.
everybody got that.
Hell no.
Yeah, we had
We
peach
didn't.
cobbler. We had like if you want a little like not cranberries,
Now,
but
let me-
it's like is it cranberry? The purple thing?
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you a little story.
What?
That big jean jacket of mine you wear.
Yeah, I
I used to
love it.
take that thing on holiday meal day.
Stuff it in there.
You
huh?
damn right. I used to take my hand in that freezer, grab a couple ice creams. Oh yeah, I used to grab a few. There was times where I would take, because they used to serve the pizza. I don't know if your school did it like that. They would put pizza on a plate and you just grab pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we did. I fold that bitch, put it in that.
Did you guys
ginger.
have the options with the pizzas? Like what type of pizzas you want?
Oh
You get
yeah.
all meat, or cheese, or vegetable pizza.
Hell, that's that
So
Long
good.
Island shit. Vegetable pizza. You ain't
So
hot.
good.
What? Did you eat that vegetable pizza?
I did. It was really good. And then we could have a choice of having a burrito. You get 2 burritos.
With your pizza?
No.
Oh.
You can either get like the 2 burritos or nachos.
And we had a taco bar. You got
Mhm.
that. I guess it was on Tuesdays and
It was
Thursdays.
like
I think
chicken
somewhere.
and ground beef.
The chicken was salty as.
Oh,
It was and like the tortilla was. It was like that whole grain nasty ass
Oh, you guys
government.
didn't get to choose your You didn't get to choose
Choose what?
like what type of tortilla you want.
No, you only got one tortilla. You were allowed
You got
to.
either white, like regular white, or like what is it called? Whole grain.
I would love to go to Long
Oh,
Island
you
and go to
loved
school
it.
for a
Our
while.
salad bar was even better.
Our salad bar. I never even looked at that salad bar. I'm gonna be.
We had a panini presser with our wraps.
Yeah, I bet.
So good.
I know.
That's where I fell in love with monster cheese.
Yeah, you like that monster nasty cheese.
Monster.
No, I don't mind. That's good on a grilled cheese, actually. You put me on to that.
Oh yeah, the grilled cheese. I love grilled cheese.
Did you ever have grilled cheese in school?
Yes, so good. We had a little styrofoam bowl of tomato soup. So good.
What, the soup or the grilled cheese?
The soup
What about your grilled
and the grilled cheese. Yes.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow. Let me tell you about my grilled cheese.
Mhm.
You ready?
Already. I bet it was like
Yo,
cold cheese.
the hell no. Yo, you're way off. Let's just say if I
Did they put your nacho cheese on there?
No.
I was about to say.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something.
What?
That bread was hard.
Ew.
Let me tell you. That shit.
Really?
You didn't. Yeah, you had to take a knife, the plastic knife, and your plastic knife would snap before you can cut it. If you wanted to cut your grilled cheese, you weren't cutting that.
No, you guys were in prison.
Dead ass, yeah.
Did you guys have that famous chef, like a famous chef, come in?
Yeah, myself. At the taco with salad bar.
We had a famous chef come in, and for lunch we had the waffle. He made like these huge like stuffed waffles, and like you could put whipped cream, chocolate syrup, sprinkles, whatever on top with cherries, and that's what we were able to do.
You know what I always wanted to do? I would love to get in contact with Gordon Ramsay and have him come to my damn school where I went and have him try that stuff, because I guarantee he'd have that school shut down real quick.
Oh yeah.
You know how nice my high school was
It's
too.
so beautiful.
Dude, we all had Apple laptops. They clearly the money went there instead of feeding kids a good meal.
Yeah.
Look, what happened during COVID? Because I was at home during COVID. I didn't go to school during COVID, but I seen on Snapchat and stuff from people that I went to school with. That they had like those little plastic to-go containers, and they gave him like a damn scoop of peas and carrots, and they gave him like 2 little chicken tenders, and they were like, "Here's lunch." How the hell you gonna feed them kids that?
Wow.
It was like prison.
Yeah.
It was like prison. That's when I started packing lunch, and then I started driving to school. So what I would do was I used to go to like Giant or something, get a sub,
take it, Dunkin' and go back home, and then go back to school.
You.
Yeah, I never missed out on my Dunkin'.
I know.
Always drove Dunkin'.
Know.
Oh, senior
But then
year.
I started leaving early. Remember when we first got together?
Yeah,
I was out of school before lunch.
I loved it.
I had a lunch too. A lunch was at 11 or 10:45.
I can't eat that early.
But who the hell's gonna? Why would they feed them kids that? But let me tell you something. The only good thing that came out of A lunch was if you were eating fries because they had fries every day. If you ate the fries, that they were hot. But if you had D lunch, some things were soggier than McDonald's fries before closing.
That's disgusting.
Like the McDonald's fries we had not last night, but the last week. Remember how soggy?
Those were cold.
Yeah, that's how fries were at school. And then when you pick it up out of the little container, it should fall apart. It's cold.
I miss our curly fries.
Yeah, I don't miss ours. Ours were hard. You break your teeth.
We had curly fries, and we were able to put seasoning on it if you wanted to.
What kind of seasoning?
Oh my gosh!
Y'all had seasoning?
Yeah, it was like I don't know. It was like red. It could have been, I don't know. It could have been like Cajun. I don't know.
Damn, that's nice.
But
y'all.
it was so good, and you could dip it in nacho cheese. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is lovely. And they put ground beef if you wanted to.
If anybody viewing, man, if you're viewing from New York, let me know how good New York school food is, or if she's just lying, or if she's just if it's only your school, because
no,
ain't no way. I would love to know what y'all worst lunch is. What's y'all favorite school lunch?
Peach cobbler.
Peach cobbler for lunch?
That was fire.
What was your favorite lunch meal for school?
My wraps.
Yeah, that's right. You always talk about them.
I always loved it.
What'd you get?
So I'd put mayo, and I make sure to add more mayo because I love mayo. So I was like extra mayo, and then I would put sometimes I'd put like I love bologna. I don't care. I'm sorry. I love bologna.
I ain't never wrong with bologna. It's pretty good.
I love bologna, so I put like bologna, salami.
Blow me. See, yo, they gonna be watching this one and be like, what the hell happened to him? He a whole different person. See, you bring the worst out in me.
It's bologna. Oh my gosh.
Yo, come
bologna,
on. That's that speech impediment. You've been having that lately.
I know. Bologna, Alexander.
Did you say my name?
done.
Ah.
Salami.
Oh shit. Alexander.
American cheese with mustard cheese.
Oh shit. Yo, you bringing gold to me. You bringing gold on this. See why I can't do this podcast without you? Oh man.
I'd
Shit.
add lettuce. I'd add lettuce to it. I'll add lettuce, and then I put honey mustard and ranch, and then wrap it up. And then they'll panini press it, and then they'll cut it in half.
Did they press it for you, or you were allowed to?
No, they pressed it for me.
Oh, that's nice.
And then the cheese would like melt out, and I was like, oh, lovely.
You know what the only good school lunch we had was?
Hmm.
Stromboli. That was it.
Are you serious?
I shit you not. That was the only good thing that we ever got.
What?
Dude, people go crazy on Stromboli. They used to cut class 10 minutes early just to go get their Stromboli. I shit you not.
Really?
Yeah, because I was one of those kids. Yo, there was sometimes because different teachers they would have tests or something or quizzes. Like some of the like honors classes, they used to have lunch with us sometimes. Like different classes would switch lunch because they would have a test after or whatever. And they were there before us sometimes, especially on that Stromboli day. And that shit used to make people mad. I'm like, what the fuck? How you get there before us?
Hey, cussing.
AI gonna fix it. Hey, I gotta find the AI to do it because I ain't gonna sit here and edit all that cussing. No. Maybe you will. I'm still learning how to edit. I haven't edited YouTube videos on forever, and I still didn't know how to edit when I was younger. I'm still learning. Oh, man.
You're funny.
You're the one saying my name next to baloney. What the
I
hell?
can't. I don't know what happened. I just had a brain fart. It just.
I don't know what happened. Bro, that's what our school lunch used to smell like, though. She smelled like a fart.
So disgusting.
Dude, our school lunch was nasty.
Aww.
I have pictures of my school lunch. Actually, at the end of the podcast, I'm gonna put up a little pic collage of all of the school lunch pictures because I got pictures of my school lunch.
Why would you take a picture?
Because of how nasty it looked.
Oh my gosh.
Because I used to show my brother how nasty my school lunch was.
Yeah.
That shit was nasty,
Mm.
dude. The fries were good. The curly fries were good when you had them in honey mustard. That was it.
Yeah.
And it was cold. The honey mustard was warmer than the French fries.
Ew.
Yeah, and the honey mustard was all chunky too.
Ew.
I'm telling you, y'all gonna see at the end of the episode. I'm gonna definitely gotta find them. I gotta look through my camera roll because I got pictures of school lunch on there.
All right, let's get right back into this. We got off track.
40 minutes of talking about food.
40 minutes already?
Yes.
I thought it was like 20.
Ooh, we had 37 minutes.
Okay, cool. All right, let's
counting.
Let's start.
All right, let's focus on what we're really here to talk about today.
All right.
We can always talk about food another day.
Absolutely.
Oh man, we ready?
I'm ready.
All right, spiritual warfare.
Yes.
It's a stressful one.
It is. And it's very serious to the point where it will even mess you up mentally, where the point where you're thinking you're crazy and you're not.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Like, this type of stuff made me even want to be like, I need to go to a mental hospital.
No,
like,
it really does.
It's bad. It's bad.
I just think about, kind of the spiritual warfare that you and I have gone through and our personal experience with it. And
why I want to get into, like, meeting with people that you don't even know was, like,
yep.
I truly believe we're not human. We're not,
No.
like,
I
Yeah.
mean, and when you talk about that, I always think about Chris, the homeless man we used to help all the time.
Yeah,
And
he's gone now.
right. He just disappeared. He used to live under the bridge.
You gave him your phone number and
I gave him my phone number.
Gone.
You were doing your treatments for your anemia.
Yeah.
And when you gave him those blankets from the hospital,
Yeah.
you were taking them from the hospital, giving him those blankets.
Yeah.
The time we bought him KFC. That's what kind of, I'm going to be honest, that's when reality hit me about being ungrateful for a lot of things is seeing this man bawl his eyes out and hug us and just, really hit rock bottom with giving him a $5 box from KFC. Gave him I don't even know what the hell it was.
I saw something today. And as you say that, it was like, you always help out no matter what, because those people, when you help out somebody, it's probably their prayers that they were asking for,
Exactly.
and you're
It's
answering
funny
their
because
prayer.
I've started to think like that a lot more as I've
Mhm.
gotten more into the Christian ways of trying to live a godly life. Is
Mhm.
I've started to understand about that.
And when we first met Chris, he was like, he said, I always read my Bible. He said that's what's helping me. That's what's keeping
That's
me
and
safe.
him saying that alone
Yeah.
had brought me closer to faith and be like, I got a
Yeah.
house, I got a place to live.
Right.
No matter what goes on inside that house, no
Yeah.
matter what struggles we're going through, if whatever it is,
Yeah.
whatever relationship, we got a roof over our head. We have a hot meal every night. We have
Right.
a warm shower. We have a bed to sleep in, and we
Right.
we have transportation.
Yeah.
This
And
man only has his Bible, and he still remained faithful. And now look,
exactly. And now he's probably better than ever right now. For
because the
all I know,
last
he could have
thing
been an angel. We don't
and
know.
that's what I start to think about is seeing that, um, thinking about these types of things is people disguise for God to try and teach us a lesson.
Right.
Um, there was, man, I used to tell you when I used to do Walmart Spark. I used to
Yeah.
go over there, and I used to one time I had a $50 Domino's gift card that
Yeah.
I gave him the $50 Domino's gift card I got for
Yeah.
Christmas. I gave him that, and that was
Yeah.
a good pizza.
Yeah.
And he probably had food for a week,
Mhm.
and I don't have a lot of money myself, and I damn sure didn't at that time
Right.
either. And thinking about that, I was doing what I was doing then.
Right. Look how blessed you are
Look
now
what
right now.
blessed. Look how blessed we just became to
Yeah.
be able to finally afford to move out into
Yeah.
our own place.
Yeah.
Got good careers,
Amazing jobs. Like, that's amazing.
a lot
And
of relationship healing that you and I have
yeah.
had to go through. I mean, we are beyond blessed because
Yeah.
we did what was right.
Right.
And I never did it for the intention, and
No.
to get this out of the way on both of our behalfs, we
Yeah.
never did it with the intention to receive anything back.
No. No.
I'm going to be honest
Mm.
about why. Do you remember what made us want to give something to him?
Yes.
You remember?
Yes. Because I was upset.
Me too. So I didn't have a lot of money, and we needed food. Me and
We were
Jojo did,
hungry.
and
Yeah.
we took food from Walmart in the hot bar,
Yeah.
and I didn't pay for it.
Yeah.
I remember I stole those pork sandwiches. I took
Yeah.
them, and
And I was just
saying
like,
that now really makes me feel bad. And
yeah.
it's like,
And I just remember I was like, we can't. I was like, I don't like this. I was
mm,
like, I can't do this. I was like, I told Alex, I said, we need to find somebody, and we need to find somebody
yep,
to
do
give
the
them something to
yeah,
do the right
oh
thing,
yeah,
because
for
this is
sure.
not right.
Mm,
My body just did not. I did not like it at all.
mm.
And
That's the conscience that God
yeah,
has given us to
yeah, do the right thing.
become more mature as Christian people.
Mhm. And we went to Dollar Tree, and then we got like
Dude,
bottles
we
of
hooked
water.
him up.
We
We gave
got
him those big
everything.
liters.
Yeah,
We gave him like 6 of them. We gave him
yeah.
chips,
Chips,
crackers. Try to
crackers,
get him stuff that wouldn't
everything.
go bad.
Yeah, we got him like candy as well, to, like, 'cause raise your sugar a bit.
Oh yeah, you
We
out
got
there.
him things like that, and we got a lot of food. And
Uh,
we're like, with the first homeless person we see, we're gonna give it to him.
and what broke my heart is hearing that people were throwing piss at him,
Yeah,
cigarettes at him,
yeah,
telling him that they hope he dies and
yeah,
those types of things. It's like, even hearing
yeah.
that.
And he said, "It's okay, God bless you." That's what he always said.
Yep, and it's like, maintaining a posture like that is really.
That is something that really stuck with me. Is whenever he said, when people were doing that to him, all he said was "God bless," and there he was like, just seeing their reaction whenever you say that, just
Pisses him
like
off even more.
makes them angry, because it's
Oh,
like,
for sure.
why are you not being angry
Yep.
about it? You know,
Hmm.
and
People want a reaction. That's
mhm.
a big part of spiritual warfare. Is people love
Yes.
to have a
And
reaction out of you.
we're really gonna get into depth about everything.
Mm,
To be honest, I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie.
Yep.
And
I think
yeah, we're not gonna do names or anything like that, but
it's definitely what we've
yeah,
been through.
yeah,
It's been hard.
yeah,
Still fighting to this day,
yeah.
and I don't think it's ever gonna stop.
I think once we get into our own groove
Home.
of things,
You think so?
eventually go back. Yeah.
I think. I don't know. I feel I feel like we went through a lot of things. Like helping Chris out was something that had kind of gotten us closer with God in a
Yeah.
way
Oh,
too.
after we finished getting all that, and I was like the first homeless person we see, we're gonna give it to him. He was the first one.
And then we started seeing him every day.
I was like, stop it. I was like, no, him. You're like him. Let's do him.
Yeah, I stopped in the middle of the median on the
Yeah.
highway to stop and give him food. And I'm like,
Yeah. Because he was sleeping under the bridge.
yeah, yeah. And, I still ride past that bridge and his boxes are there.
I know.
His tent's there. It's down. I guess the police took it down because I remember he told us that the police were trying to throw him out.
I still try to like see.
So
if
do
he's
I.
there.
Like, not in a harsh way, but like, I'm
No.
like, I hope I see him again. Like, I would
Yeah.
love to see him again just to see how he was doing. But I think doing, helping people is something that is a passion of mine. It's always been a passion of mine.
Yeah.
Again, why I want to do this podcast is a big reason beyond that is, I like to help people. And, like when we tried to record the first episode together like 2 months ago, we talked about, our youth, our generation, especially in their 20s. These kids today, they are screwed up. I'm not, we ain't picture perfect ourselves, but
No.
our generation needs a lot of guidance. We really need help. Our priorities are not right.
Right.
And I think it all starts with finding Christ, and everybody needs to find Christ.
Absolutely.
And, I spoke on the election, and I'm not going to get into that like that, but I spoke about the election and kind of how God had dictated that election.
Yeah.
And, Trump won. I think something I did say that bothered me was the way Kamala dismissed Jesus the way she did.
Yeah.
I think her getting blown out in that election race kind of made her realize she needed to be humble.
Right.
And honestly, I'm not going to lie, I was very happy to see her get her butt whooped in that election because of how she spoke about him. And it was nice to see that. And, I don't wish negative on people or anything, but I have a strong feeling that deep inside of her soul, I know that she regrets saying what she said now, especially after she lost that election.
Absolutely.
And I do believe that. But I'm not getting into politics.
No.
Really ain't my cup of tea. But spiritual warfare is, it's mentally draining. I mean, depression, you know it.
You feel like your soul is just.
Yep. You just feel you feel like your soul's being crushed. You feel like you're mentally dying.
Yeah.
You do. You feel like you're dying.
Yeah.
In a,
and like
in
you're
a
just
mental way.
you're just in a body just walking around like.
You're numb to everything. You
Yeah.
don't care how worse things get in your life. You're starting to really. I think the major thing is you start to lose faith.
Yeah.
I for damn sure have many times, especially through what we've gone through, is you start to want to lose faith. And maintaining faith is the hardest thing. But knowing when you maintain faith, and this is kind of the last few episodes as well, as maintaining that faith is kind of what I've been talking about, is how important that is. Especially through what we've recently gone through with, financial stuff and moving out and, keeping that faith and just trusting in God's patience has really shown about that. And I guess something really big I want to say on spiritual warfare, because I know I'll forget it, is, with spiritual warfare, you can lose everything so fast. So fast. You can have a perfect life and it will fall apart when you wake up tomorrow morning. And it'll hit so hard. And it'll hit so fast and so hard that you won't even know what the hell to do. And the only thing you can do is pray. And you have to talk to God.
Right.
That's the only thing you can do.
Right. And that's kind of where I was at. I was like, you know what? Like, I don't even know what to do. And I just got to pray at this point. And
Yeah. What do you think was... What do you think was the change of fixing, like, what do you think caused things to become better over time?
Like with what?
With our fight with spiritual warfare in the recent years, is what do you think really changed it to become better? Because recently I would say the last couple of months things have definitely been better. But what do you think was that turning point?
I think. Oh, hold on, guys.
You good? Work?
Yeah.
Hold on, we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. We're back.
I'm
It was
sorry,
a it
guys.
was a survey.
A survey for my allergy doctor. How was it?
It was great.
It was amazing.
Except the lady going, eek!
Oh my
Oh,
god.
she drove me nuts, man. That loud ass scream. She reminded me of Minnie Mouse. Just want
She
to.
said,
I'm looking. I'm like, yo, because I was tired, and it was an hour
I was
drive. It's so far to
exhausted.
go up there.
Yeah.
For some reason, when I go to the doctor, I always get tired.
It's because your body don't want you to go.
I don't like going to the doctor. I don't like
But
shots.
let's go back onto the topic. What
Okay.
kind of made it better?
Yeah, like where was the turning point? Like, what do you think caused that turning point to happen?
Let's see. Honestly, I believe what made it better was when we first started realizing it was spiritual warfare. Is when we were in the parking lot talking to your aunt. By B Dubs.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Yep.
And I was like, Alex, no. I said, you need to call your aunt. And that's when we were talking to her and everything like that. And I was like, it's making sense. I'm like, okay, it's making sense. And then when we started talking to her more and then more. And then.
For me, I'm going to stop you for a 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, after that conversation, I really started to see what was really going on.
Yeah.
Because until up to that point, I'm going to be honest, I thought I was
Everything.
losing my mind.
Me
I
too.
thought I was out of my damn mind. I'm
Me
like,
too.
hold on.
Me too.
Because that's what happens. And that's what happens with spiritual warfare. And I've seen, TikTok, and I've done a lot of research, a lot now into it.
Yeah.
And it tries to get you to... It tries to
Ignore
get you
it.
to destroy your own mind.
Right.
Exactly. And disregard it like this shit ain't real.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I think it was more of us was like, okay, we need to go to church. We're going to church.
Yeah.
And then when we went to church and talking to the pastor, I was like, I said, okay.
About the artifacts.
About everything. Yep.
The first meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
I said, I'm not crazy. Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Meeting with the pastor definitely changed my views on it. I was pretty emotional. I don't know if you remember. I was really emotional when we left church. I mean, after talking to him, I was an emotional wreck.
You were.
Because I'm like, damn, like, it's really affecting everybody.
Yeah.
And what hurts me is knowing that 90% of the people that it's affecting are understanding it.
Mm-hmm.
And the 10% is a few of us.
Yeah.
And that hurts, man, is you watch your family and yourself and your relationship, and you just watch everybody get affected in a negative way. And, the way that I see my family had changed, it hurt, and it still hurts. Last episode I talked about stress, and again, where I'm going with this is the power of saying no. Sometimes you got to say no.
Yeah.
And I think some people have, and you know who I'm talking about. I think some people are struggling with saying no.
Yeah.
And I see it. You see it.
I feel like it's because of scared of a reaction. And not only that, but I do believe it's spiritual. Something spiritual.
I believe it's a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
And it's something more I want to look into, kind of.
Yeah.
But some people that we know just have trouble saying no.
Yeah.
Family of mine.
Yeah.
Very, very close family of mine. And it hurts. And seeing the exhaustion on their faces and their physical health is, excuse my language, but it's shit. And it's really bad. It's, I've changed to become Christian, and I feel like, I haven't really told you this, but I feel like ever since then, I feel like I've kind of drifted away from a lot of people that I've been close to, family-wise.
And that's because as soon as you choose God, and He starts to show true colors of people.
And the hardest part of it all...
It's called discernment.
The hardest part of it all is knowing that I want to do everything I can do to save them, but I got to remember that I'm not Jesus, and I can't. And it takes that person to want to be saved, like it took me.
Right.
You push, you didn't.
I pushed it on you.
You pushed it on me, but you also made me make that decision.
Right.
And I'm blessed, and it was the right decision. And at some point, I do believe that everybody will fall into line.
Absolutely.
And with my family, I worry that at some point it'll get too late, and I do feel somewhat that it already is.
Yeah.
If you guys want to know why we're moving, it's part of this.
Yeah.
Is the spiritual warfare we're living on a day-to-day basis. It's exhausting, and
This is why.
it blocks our blessings. It blocks our opportunities. It's for damn sure hurting our future.
And this is why I started to lose faith, is because of when we didn't have a lot, and I was like,
Yeah.
I can't be in this situation no more. Like, and
I don't. The worst part, and what the worst part out of all that is the part where it turns us against each other.
Right. And that was the mistake I made, was to lose faith, and
Me too.
knowing that I should have just trusted, because look at the outcome now.
Me too.
So blessed right now.
Yep.
So blessed.
And it takes God's patience, but at the end of the day, I always think about it like this: it's not life or death.
No.
And your life can really be really crappy, but I
Right.
don't think it's to the point where it's life or death. You wake up, you have 2 arms, you have 2 legs, you have a heart, you're beating, you're breathing.
Absolutely.
You have, we have each other.
Yeah.
We have the Lord. Everybody's got the Lord. Anybody who's listening, whether you're saved or not, I pray. But I do believe that, it's never too late to be saved. So I've heard people say that, oh, it's too late. No, it's not.
No.
Because I thought it was too late for what
There's
I've done at a young age.
that are 60 years old, and they finally just became Christians at 60 years old.
Yeah.
Some at 70, some at 80. It's never too late.
And the crazy thing, knowing God, is He knew that they would finally turn at
Yeah.
60 years old, at
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And it's crazy just to see the power that He has in all of everything. And if you ask for His guidance and you pray to Him, He will always put you on that winning team for sure.
100%.
There is no power stronger than the Lord's power. And again, I always tell everybody, and tell these guys on the podcast, you gotta put your trust in your faith. You gotta take that risk. You can't be 50-50. You can't have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You really gotta be all in with it, because God's not going to bless you, and He's not going to guide you, protect you. He's not going to do all those things.
Christian. You cannot
Like you
be
say,
a lukewarm Christian.
You're not going to be able to be 50-50. You got to let Him know that you're all in. The way I showed that, I believe, was getting baptized right off the bat.
Yeah.
And, I fully went all in, because I know
amazing.
that I'm trying to, I told you, I want it to be bigger than me.
Right.
And, for our children.
Right.
And for my outer family, my inner family even, like my little cousins, my aunties, my uncles, my grandma, my parents, even my siblings. Like, you think about all these things, and I did this because I want to fix these generational curses that we're going through. Originally I was going to do addiction, a podcast on addiction today, and my family, we suffer from a lot of addictions, cousins overdosed, and all those types of things.
It
And,
could be anything.
right, I've suffered addiction, which we'll get into at some point.
Right.
But you think about all these things. This is spiritual warfare. I think at its finest is the devil is trying to he's trying to suck his hands into you. He's trying to grab you away from God. He's trying to grab you. He's trying to knock you off your track, especially when you're starting to do bigger and better things for your life. Me starting this podcast, how many times do we have technical difficulties?
Right.
How many times were we interrupted by some people during the podcast when we would record, or something wasn't working, or I couldn't get the video or the audio to upload, or I'm just like, I'll wait and hold it off. And then I wake up and I'm like, hell, I got to do this podcast because the devil's trying to knock you off your track.
There's always something that I saw, and it was said, remember, whenever the devil tries to remind you of your past, remind you of everything from your past, remind him of his future, remind him of what God got waiting for him, along the line. So,
and that's the hard part, man, is, people are always so close to fighting and getting that devil away from him. And the devil's always going to get to you the hardest.
Temptation. Through temptation.
The devil's going to get to you the hardest right before you're actually completely saved. And God going to take care of him, because
Jesus went through temptation. He almost went through temptation.
Yep. Through the desert, right?
Yeah, in the desert. He was this close. He was hungry. He was And
That's what I talked about too. Was with
mhm,
fasting. Remember when we were fasting for the
mhm,
apartment,
mhm,
for the money?
mhm,
We fasted for the jobs,
mhm.
and like I said, you have to sacrifice. Excuse me. Oof. That's that That's that barbecue chicken
Ew.
salad. Oh, man, that was nasty.
That's so gross.
Y'all are crazy. You're crazy. Oh man. What was I saying again?
Fasting.
Yeah, with fasting though is you show that dedication like, hey,
Mhm.
this is what I want,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna put up a day or two of fasting. I'm gonna put up a day or two of food that I need to survive,
Right.
for opportunity, for a blessing, for
Right.
you to know that I'm serious, how bad I want
Yeah.
something in my life, and
Mhm.
if I would have had Christ in my life a long time ago, I think life would have been. I think my childhood would have been a lot different. I think I think a lot of different things that my teenage years would have been better.
Mhm.
Wouldn't have been a depressed teenager
You never
or
know.
right. But you know what I think about too is if I had Christ in my life before then, I probably wouldn't have you
Right.
because I really started finding God closer
Right.
when I prayed for you to come into my
Remember what I
life.
told you about
And
yesterday? That video I showed you. In order for whenever God feels like, and this is like for marriage and for like couples and everything like that, whenever God feels like, all right, he's about to get, I don't want him to get taken by the devil. I don't want him to get tempted. I don't want him to go through this. So he finds a way to intervene. Not intervene, but to, because we all have
distract.
free will, but it's more of to get you back with him
Mm-hmm.
because he wants to save you. So he
Yeah.
brings, so that's why I believe he brought me to you, was because you was on that point, and he brought me to you because I was able to bring Jesus into your life.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to bring him into your life
Right.
to save you because he knows about all the rebellious things. He knows all about it. He sees it,
Yep.
and he wrote your story out. He knows,
Exactly.
and it's like, okay, in order for me to be able to not interfere, because again we all have free will, but to just maybe I could just bring him back to me, and I gotta make him meet with this, and I gotta make her meet with this, and people are
Yep.
in your life for a reason, because
Absolutely.
in order, again, everybody finds Jesus in their own way, because everything happens for a reason. It's for a reason and point of time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you, again, like what you just said, in your teen life and when you were younger, you probably found God then.
Mm-hmm.
What if now in your adults you was like, I don't want to believe in it no
Yeah.
more? You know?
Right. This is what's hard,
Yeah.
and especially my dad too
Yeah.
is like he was once a faithful Christian, and kind of like things happen in your life where it knocks you off of that, and then
Yeah.
it's really like it's hard to trust that, and
Yeah.
I definitely understand that.
Yeah.
um but I'm like, I always think, I'm like, man, just like I wish that I pray for everybody that's losing courage or lost courage, and that just I pray that you find that, because
Right.
when you lose that, man, it really takes a toll on your life.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that do become reborn Christians again, and you really have to go through a lot of. It has to be something so difficult, like a spiritual
I
warfare.
believe I was a reborn
You
Christian
think so?
because I had Christianity in my life, but I never took it serious until I got with you, and then everything
I
goes on.
told you how bad I was as a kid. Like,
Mhm.
you know, um, actually, I found it in one of these drawers. It wasn't the one I had, but it was one like this.
Mhm. The little Bible.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's either in this drawer or the last.
The little Bible.
Yep. It's a little blue one. Trying to find it. There it is. This.
Yeah,
Yep.
I remember because I
Yep.
saw it on your dresser when I came here the first time.
I don't know. I think this is the one. Yeah, because I had the clover in it. See? That clover's
Right.
probably 12 years old.
I remember.
It's,
Tell me about it.
Yeah. Damn, how many did I put in here? Got more.
Wow.
What?
What do the verses read?
One was Matthew, one was Mark. I'm actually
Oh,
gonna read it later.
yeah. Keep it right here.
But I'm gonna
Actually,
tell you.
yeah.
You see how it looks all crunched up?
Yeah.
You know what I did
Hmm.
when I was a kid? I was an angry
Really?
kid. Yeah. I believe I had devilish tendencies. I took that Bible, that little Bible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take a picture of it and put it in at the end of the podcast here too.
Wow.
Yeah, I took it and crushed it.
Wow.
Like, I shit you not. Like, I took it and smashed it with my hand. Like, I folded it and like I wanted to break it.
Wow.
I don't know why. And reflecting on that really scared me. As now thinking about that is why.
Wow.
I was just an angry kid.
Yeah. Wow.
And never understood it. And Lord forgive me, because I don't even know. I'm so glad that I found this. Actually, I really am.
Wow.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
It shows.
This is why I tell you, it's not your fault that you didn't follow Christ before. Like, you wasn't on the.
Right.
It was confusing. It was very confusing, and you're confused, and just a lot of
The
things
hard
of
part was,
just
too, those like growing up, nobody
going
ever
through.
made me
Right.
hate. No one ever told me I had to hate Jesus or
Right.
atheist ways. None of
Right.
that.
No.
I don't know what caused me to be the way I was.
Right.
And I'm always disgusted in the way I was as a child.
Right.
And my childhood ways. I was a devil. I was a
Yeah.
demonic kid. I really do feel I had demonic ways of doing things.
Right.
When I was a kid too, I used to do evil shit. A lot of evil shit. I used to take frogs outside and smash them. And
Goodness.
thinking about it now, I couldn't even hurt a frog. I couldn't even touch one, because just think about all these things. I did so much evil stuff as a kid. Hurting animals, God's creation, of wildlife, and yeah, maybe a frog or whatever, but that's life.
Still. Right.
Saying hurtful things to people, getting angry. I don't never know. I never had a reason as a kid to be angry. I never really went through traumatic stuff at angry. But I don't know. I'm blessed to be where I'm at though now.
Very happy.
I thank the Lord, and I thank you for bringing me, because if I was that way, I guarantee I'd be in the ground right now. If it wasn't for you and if it wasn't for God, I probably wouldn't be here right now.
And like
Because I did a lot of dumb things. And in my teenage years, I hung out with a lot of wrong people, did a lot of dumb stuff.
And that's why I say, like, even, like, 2 years ago, I would not believe of what you are today.
Yeah, and like I always talk about too, 2 years ago I told you ain't never gonna watch me and catch me stepping foot in the church ever.
Right.
And now I can't go Sunday without going.
Yeah.
And now I got a podcast that might as well be a foundation of, Christianity and talking about the gospel. And it's a blessing, how my life has really changed. And that's why I really feel like I have to do this podcast, is because I know there's somebody out there that's a kid or somebody who's 20 or 21 like ourselves and lost.
Right.
And again, I know exactly how that feels to be that lost kid and going through evil things and having those evil thoughts and evil actions, and you feel like you can't be saved because of how wrong you did things. But let me tell y'all something, you can always find a way to be saved, and that is you have to put your trust and faith in the Lord 100%, not 50. And spiritual warfare is real. It's really real. It's not a joke, and it will destroy your life if you don't handle it. And in my
God, if you don't handle it,
right, in my advice, the only way to handle it is you talk to Christ. You find him and you come to him and you ask him how to save you.
Yeah.
And to deliver salvation.
Yeah.
Deliver a path. Salvation is a way out. I believe you and I found our salvation and our way out now.
Absolutely. I don't know if you want to start getting into like when we realized a lot of spiritual warfare going on.
Oh man, I wouldn't even. I know I wouldn't even know where to
The
begin.
start, because it's a long story. Like it might even have to be like a part 2 type thing. Like it's.
We gonna run it.
We're going it.
When do you think we realized?
Me, I realized 2 years ago. When that person showed up.
The moment of.
Yeah.
So you come from a Haitian and a Christian background where you're not, where you guys were educated at a young age about us. I had no damn clue about anything.
Right. I know when somebody's off. I know when something's not right.
And I can feel that. And you know how my grandmother was with the spiritual and just, the psychic ways of reading people.
That's how my mom is.
Same. And that's how I am.
Right.
I think for me, it was a certain event. I lied. No. I think the sense that we had of, and I knew that, I lied again. I think I know where I found it. I think it finally, for the first time, just now made sense to me and clicked. The time that we were told by God to go ahead and dig around for some things. Yeah. I think finding certain artifacts have really showed.
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh, yeah.
I think once I found those artifacts.
It's like I knew it.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah. I don't know why.
We talked to multiple people about, those artifacts and what they mean, and they all told us the same thing. But what clicked was when Pastor really talked about it and really went in depth and was like, I've seen this before, and he says, I can tell you what this is, and I can see what this is, and it's like he knows every damn thing.
Yeah.
He knew everything about everything.
Is when what kind of scared me was, and this is why I took the initiative, I was like, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Was when he said, hold on, are you guys like thought about the the M word, married and everything like that? We're like, yeah, we're engaged. And he was like, God just told me right now, if you stay, y'all ain't gonna get married.
Nope. And I feel the same way.
Because that's when I realized, I'm like, no wonder a lot of things has happened. Yeah.
I think that was, for me, finding those artifacts, finding those things really showed, it was like, it's kind of like, damn, I knew it. And it kind of like, it was like heart melts. It was like, damn, it really killed my spirit. It really made my soul hurt.
Yeah.
And then,
because it's like, why?
Kind of, and right after that was when shit went downhill for us.
Yeah.
Especially against you and I.
Yeah.
I think, good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I think a big thing was, after that was when a lot of altercations started happening. Police showing up.
Yeah.
Getting thrown out by the police.
Well,
staying in the hotels.
Yeah.
The competition, the fighting, the snobby shit. Sorry, again, because I'm trying not to get pissed off here, but just the sly shit, the lying, the advantage taking.
And the recent thing.
A recent thing of getting set up, absolutely. Yeah. It shows that some people, and I love family, I love my family, and some people in my family are just not happy with how I feel, how my success has been. They're not really I wouldn't even say appreciative. They're not really what's the word?
Like, what are you trying to say?
I guess they're not really happy for me.
They're kind of
They
upset at how you
they don't
kind
think
of...
I deserve to be in the situation that I'm in.
Right. I truly believe how I see it. I believe is they feel like you didn't struggle like they did, and they're upset about that. They are upset that they don't know really what happened in depth behind the scenes, but they think you kind of get the easy way out,
Of course.
and I think that's what it is.
Can I tell you why?
Hmm.
It's called being a responsible adult
Absolutely.
and a respectful one. And
Absolutely.
that comes from myself saying that as a person who was never responsible or respectful as a teenager or as a child at all.
Right.
And I'll be honest on that.
And this is why I believe I am hated, or was or is disliked, is because people say I change you for the, well, you know who says I change you for the worse.
Mm.
But everybody always says I changed you for the better, and they say they changed you.
People who really understand that,
Right.
and those are people that we know that follow Jesus.
Exactly.
People who don't follow Jesus are never going to
Because
understand.
they're upset because they couldn't bring you down.
I know
why
how I
they
feel.
can't get to you
I know
more.
where I'm at personally.
Right.
I know personally I feel a lot better than I did 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I feel a lot better now than I did last month.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I feel better now than I did last year.
Yeah.
I know that it's only went up. Yeah, it's been a roller coaster. It's went through trials and tribulations. Been through hell and back millions of times now.
100%.
I still feel better than I've ever have. I feel mentally there. I feel stronger. No depression, no fear, no nothing.
And I'm gonna to you guys, I'm gonna tell you something. Never feel bad for keeping your distance from
Especially
somebody.
with family.
And I'm gonna show you something, because I'm gonna tell you something.
It's that
This is
Facebook thing.
This is what I posted on Facebook, and this is what I definitely feel that you guys need to hear. But this is what I said. So this is a quote I found, and then I'm going to tell you what I said. So the quote I said was, "Release and detach from every person, every circumstance, every condition, every situation that no longer serves a defined purpose in your life. All things have a season, and all seasons must come to an end. Choose a new season filled with purposeful thoughts and activities." I said, it's not about holding a grudge or being immature. It's more of the fact that it doesn't serve me a purpose anymore. I feel better staying away, and I succeeded more staying away. I keep my distance for a reason, and if you can't see that, then that's on you. Don't bring me down because you can't get to me anymore. Forgive, but don't forget. Never let anyone make you feel bad or guilty because you keep your distance. That's because they can't get to you anymore. And that should speak volumes on what type of person they are. And I want you guys to know, never be upset and never feel like you're a bad person for keeping your distance, because there are people that will send silent evil eye towards you, that will send silent evil towards your life, because they're close
Chaos.
to you, in chaos, because they are yearning for your life. And once you leave, you see things get better. Once you just stay away, you see things get better.
And I think once we've put our plan in motion of, what we needed to do to leave, ever since we put that plan in motion a few months ago, I think things have gotten a lot better.
100%. In our relationship, for sure.
Especially in our relationship.
Yeah.
I don't feel bothered at home anymore,
No.
even though I know it goes on. It's just like shit is second nature at this point.
Yeah.
You just kind of got to let it be the way it is.
Right.
And, you tell yourself, I ain't going to let it affect me, because at the end of the day, I got Christ in my life.
Right.
And it's hard to, kind of ignore it sometimes.
Yeah.
And, me, I'm a person, and babe, I'm a person that's like, when I see something wrong, I'm going to tell how it is.
Right.
You're like that too.
Yeah. That's what I'm not really like, because I tell everybody.
I don't know. Confrontational.
Yeah.
Definitely something people don't like. A lot of people don't like to be confronted on their shit. Spiritual warfare is hard.
Yeah.
It's draining.
Yeah.
And,
having people make you feel like that you actually are crazy, make you feel like, what do you mean? What's going on?
Yeah.
Like, in reality, they're blinded. And your eyes are open and you see everything.
But being around so many godly people and, kind of saying, am I crazy?
Yeah.
And, they give you the response that you knew exactly what you were looking for.
Right.
And hearing that from so many people, from our pastor, from people in my real estate
Right.
business that I've worked with, from people you've
People.
heard, from other family,
Yeah.
and it's like you hear the same
Even
thing.
people when you were doing Walmart Spark.
Yeah, remember the lady?
Yeah.
She said you need to watch. What the hell she said? Oh man, I forgot. Anyway, I'll tell. It's a quick story. I was doing a delivery to a lady back in June, and she stopped me, and she was like, "Oh, she said, I'm praying for you. You need to be careful, whatever, whatever, whatever."
She's like, I feel like there's something going
She
on.
said, "I know there's
Tomorrow.
something going on at home." She said, "How old are you?" I said, "I'm 20 years old." She said, "You don't look like 20. She said, "You look like you're like 40. She said, "You look like you're going through it at home." And she said, "I already know you're going through it at home." She said, "I know what's going on at home." She said, "You don't even have to explain it to me." And she sure as hell did say there's spiritual warfare at home. And then she went and told me about her story. And I remember her story very vividly. It was her and her husband, and he was basically bed rest. He was handicapped, so he couldn't walk, couldn't cook, basically couldn't do nothing. So he had to depend on her to do everything, and she's old herself. Her daughter got with a no, not her daughter. What the?
Her son.
Yeah, her son got with a witch, and ended up marrying the witch. And they tried to take all the money from him. They tried to kill the dad. Tried to kill her. They tried to put rat poisoning in all their stuff, and they tried to kill him. And she ended up not dying, and he didn't, which was crazy because he was basically, his body was like bed rest. He was, he's already handicapped as it is, and surprisingly, that's the power of Christ.
Yeah.
Is with that.
Absolutely.
The way that they were protected, but seeing that, even their son didn't even care.
Yeah.
He was there for the money.
Blinded.
Trying to kill his own parents.
Right.
And again, seeing that they're all blinded reminds me of my home situation here. Is some people are just blinded by the things that go on here.
Right.
Another thing, excuse my language, that really pisses me off is knowing that they know what goes on here, but nobody is willing to stand up and do the right thing and say something about it. And it's hard to be around people like that. It's hard to be around watching all this negative happen, all this stressful, and the compulsive bitching and the compulsive lying on a day-to-day basis is enough. And a lot of people ask why we stay upstairs and hide in our room, play games all day. Is exactly why, because it's it's a toxic ass environment. It's toxic. It's draining. It's mentally draining. It's spiritually killing. It is. It just makes you physically drained.
Right.
You feel like you're dying. You really feel like your spirit's dying.
And the more we stay away, the lesser things of being like, oh, this is you, this is you, this is all you. And it's like to avoid all that.
Like I've been telling you too, is after I had a conversation with someone we both know, seeing the change now, I think realization has smacked in the face for sure. I'm glad. And it was hard. That was a hard conversation to have, but I did it because I love my family, especially the person that we're talking about. With the messaging, is when you love somebody enough, and you can't see the pain in their and knowing kind of like they're spiritually tied down, and they're spiritually being taken advantage of in all ways. It's basically to the point where they're gonna work until they drop dead. Again, like I said at the beginning, like we said, spiritual warfare it's physically draining. It makes you age. I was told I was older than 20. I look like I was 40. You've been told you look older. We've all been told that. All by a couple people. Really one person in this house has changed it and flipped it upside down. I'm going to leave a message here, and you know where I'm going with this. Y'all, don't bring no damn people in your house. Send them a prayer and send them on their way. Give them a meal, give them a hot plate of food, and tell them to get the hell out, because they don't need to be staying in nobody's house. I learned I ain't having nobody stay in my house. Too many personalities in one home, too many different family backgrounds, too many different cultures, too many different things. People don't get along, people in competition, people are evil. People will get what's theirs, People will lie.
And once they don't get what's theirs, they leave.
Mm.
They'll use you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that is to come, I believe.
Oh yeah. It's
I
coming.
think sooner than later.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
But just a heads up for y'all. Don't bring people in your house,
Mm-hmm.
please. Because you don't, especially to, not on a sexist way or anything, because I don't do that, but especially younger adult women,
Men and women
two or more,
cannot. No.
no, two younger adult women together in the house do not belong, especially if they're not related.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch your back, y'all, and watch who you bring into your house. And make sure you pray over your house and you pray over your family and you just pray against all evil. And
Pray over your kids too.
especially your kids, man, because, you know, that's big. Because your children are your future.
Oh yeah.
And we have to remember, too, and this is what I think a lot of our parents, especially an older generation, they don't understand that one day we're going to be taking care of them when they get older. So, you know, if you don't act right, you go into that nursing home. And it's rough. I think spiritual warfare can destroy families. It does everything in a negative way. It's something you really got to be careful about. And I pray that y'all don't bring people in your house that you don't trust, that you don't know.
Yeah.
Don't let nobody live in your house. It don't matter if they're
Don't.
paying rent or not. Do not let them live in
Don't.
your house, because they will make that their home.
Don't.
You don't know what they're bringing in there either.
Don't.
And again, just bless your homes. Bless your homes.
Always protect your homes. Always protect your area that you sleep, the area that you live
Everybody needs to know that your house is your fortress. Your fortress is
Mm-hmm.
your peace.
Mm-hmm.
Your house is your kingdom. As heaven is Christ's kingdom, your house is your kingdom. That is your home base. That is your family. That is your fort. Do not bring people in there that will wreck your family and take advantage of them, because I guarantee you it'll happen like it happened here with us. Is it will split your family apart.
Yeah.
And it causes a lot of trust issues. Causes a lot of distant relationships with family members, especially family members you know for 20 plus years.
Which is unfortunate. It's very unfortunate.
Absolutely. And again, I pray over anybody that's going through spiritual warfare. If you guys are going through spiritual warfare, if you're not sure, reach out and talk to us. Tell us what's going on, man. And we gonna pray for you guys. And
absolutely. And if you guys ever want us to share your story, and
absolutely,
keep you anonymous or whatever,
share your story, man. You can always DM.
I
think I got a Facebook. I'm gonna work on a TikTok page and a couple other stuff. Trying to get the marketing side of the channel growing still. I'll probably work on that tonight and tomorrow or whatever. Anything else you want to say? Anything else?
Just keep your eyes open and be aware.
Be aware of your surroundings and be aware of the people around you as well.
Whether that's physical, whether that's spiritual,
emotional,
whether that's emotional. Just keep aware.
And most importantly, I think sexual. I really do think that is something another day, but people are, again, our generation out here making babies to people who shouldn't be making babies with, but they're doing it anyway and not taking care of the kids, not feeding them, tablet babies, all that, again, happens wherever.
Be careful, guys, because it's an evil world out here.
Be careful who you put your life around. Again, treat your life as Christ says. Our body is a temple.
Who you share your success with.
Don't tell nobody you're moving till it's already made.
Don't say that, exactly that. Don't share that you have a job offer coming. Don't
if you ain't
do
got
it
that job
until
yet.
you get the job.
Because I've been there, lost jobs, got fired from a job, laid off recently because of spiritual warfare.
And the pastor even told us it's going to be really hard for us to leave until we leave. And look, the closer we got to leave, and guess what? Now we got to wait till another month.
Yeah, we were supposed to move out November 20th?
Next week.
I forgot to even say that. November 20th, we were supposed to move out next Wednesday, and now we ain't moving out till December 6th. Yeah. It's probably going to be pushed back again, I guarantee you.
Probably.
Because if it snows and the weather gets bad, they ain't doing construction in the snow. I don't even know what the hell. Something happened. I guarantee you something happened. It had to be like plumbing issues or it had to be foundational.
Had to.
I bet. And that's
careful,
why, because if
guys.
they're delayed 4 weeks, it's got to be something. From my real estate background,
Yes.
real estate out in the building. No, if it's a 4 week thing like that, it's definitely got to be something either faulty with plumbing, sewage, septic, something along those lines. Maybe electrical, but I think it's probably something with the county or the township
Yeah.
licensing stuff where they went out and did an inspection because the township and the county do inspections and they complain about certain stuff. Certain stuff's got to be followed this way, or ADA thing with disabled. There has to be a certain amount of disability ramps and all crazy ass stuff.
Right.
Anyway, but I hope you guys did enjoy this episode, man. Thank you for tuning in. Glad you finally got to get on here with me. Hopefully you'll be on here more often and more consistently. And see, finally works now, or we can just do audio.
Yes.
I'm just doing audio for a while, for the time being, until we probably move out of here and get some upgraded footage and stuff and whatever.
Well, thank you guys for just listening. I really enjoyed it.
I hope you enjoyed our.
I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I had a lot of fun. So
I'm glad.
so glad that we were able to. I was able to come on here as well, just to tell you guys a little bit.
Anything you want to say? Anything at all? It doesn't even have to be related to today. Anything at all? Any message? What is something important that you think somebody should take away from this video today in general? What is the most important thing you think they should take away today?
Like I said, just be careful who you share your success story with. Be careful who you're around, and just always look at body language. Always look at body language, because people do it silently. Another thing is that you have to have discernment. You gotta pray for it, because if you don't, you will never know who you're around. You never feel it. You just won't know. Another thing, I know I always just keep. I know the Bible says always keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer and everything like that, and that is definitely a true thing. Because you kind of know what's going on, or where they're
you always watching from a closer distance.
Yep. What helps me though is definitely just staying away. Whenever I stay away, I just
find your peace.
Always
find your peace. Your peace is more important. Again, like the Bible says, you treat your body as the temple. That doesn't just mean physical. That means mental, emotional, and spiritual as well.
Something that doesn't serve you, don't be around it.
People gonna bring you down. You gotta walk away. That goes any age, any person, anybody. And if I gotta say something, if you feel something, trust your gut.
Always. Don't
trust your intuition.
Don't second guess.
Because let me tell you something. The way that I do believe is when they say trust your gut, or when they say trust your intuition, that means God is telling you need to make that move. Because I've been doing that a lot since I became a Christian, and almost every time I've done it, it's been the right thing. So when they say trust your intuition, that means trust what God is telling you to do. That means you need to do it. And you need to act quick. And don't have no regrets.
No.
Ever.
And this goes back to even us, with the whole moving thing. We're no, we gotta go. It's done.
Regardless of how we make it.
No saving none of that. We gotta go. Let's go.
Absolutely.
And we kind of did this very impulsive, but we made it, and you can too.
Absolutely. Anybody can do anything. You just gotta put your mind up to it. Remember, life is tough, but so are we.
Absolutely.
So are we. We're always gonna be tough, man. And
with God's strength.
With God's strength, exactly. And I pray for you guys, man. We love you guys, and just thank you for tuning in. And again, what were my questions of the day? Again, put your question. I wrote it down, but I can't even read.
It was it
says your favorite 5 holidays. Yeah. So rank your 5 holidays. Tell us why.
1 through 5.
And also, what are your favorite 3 dishes? You can put 2 mains. You can put a side. I don't care, but make sure you put 1 main at least and 1 dessert, man. Yes. I love to know what a dessert. I'm trying to find something new to make this year on a dessert. I want to make a homemade pie, but that is so difficult to do.
It's not difficult. It's just time consuming.
Oh, and I'm gonna show I gotta go find them school meals.
Oh yeah.
I gotta find them.
And put the Bible.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm about to read those verses.
Do you want to do that right now? Actually.
I wonder what it.
When did you have the clothes on?
So this one was Matthew 9:25. What is this? This is New Testament. I don't even be reading New Testament.
Do you need a flashlight, or you got it?
No, I'm good. It says the calling of Matthew. As Jesus went on from there, he saw a man named Matthew sitting at the tax collector's booth. "Follow me," he told him, and Matthew got up and followed him. While Jesus was having dinner at Matthew's house, many tax collectors and sinners came and were there and ate with him and his disciples. When the Pharisees saw this, they asked his disciples, why does your teacher eat with tax collectors and sinners?" On hearing this, Jesus said, It is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. But go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice. For I have not come to call the righteous, but sinners. Then John's disciples came and asked him, "How is it that we and the Pharisees fast, but your disciples do not fast?" Jesus answered, "How can the guests of the bridge room mourn while he is with them? The time will come when the bridge room will be taken from them. Then they will fast. No one sews a patch of an unshrunk cloth on an old garment. From the patch will pull away from the garment, making the tear worse. Sorry. Neither do men pour new wine into old wineskins. If they do, the skins will burst, the wine will run out, and the wineskins will be ruined. No, they pour new wine into new wineskins, and are both preserved. This is a dead girl and a sick woman. While he was saying this, a ruler came and knelt before him and said, "My daughter has just died, but come and put your hand on her, and she will live." Jesus got up and went with him, and so did his disciples. Just then a woman who had been subject to bleeding for 12 years came up behind him and touched the edge of his cloak. She said to herself, "If I touch his cloak, I will be healed." Jesus turned and saw her. Take heart, daughter," he said. "Your faith has healed you." And the woman was healed from that moment. When Jesus entered the ruler's house and saw the flute players and the noisy crowd, he said, "Go away, the girl is not dead but asleep." But they laughed at him. After the crowd had been put outside, he went in and looked on the girl by the... I'm going to read this extra page, actually.
I remember that story. It was about she was like sick for years.
It says she was bleeding for 12 years.
Yeah.
He grabbed the girl by the hand, and she got up. News of this spread through all that region. Okay. I don't even know what was it? Matthew what? I really don't know what it's about. I know Matthew 9:25.
I have an idea what it's about. But whatever you guys think it is, write it down in the comments and we'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna look into it. I'm gonna do some research and we'll talk about it on the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that other clover at now? Mark. There it is. Oh man, that's crazy. Okay, so Mark 10:30. Be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. So they are no longer two, but one. Therefore, what God has joined together, let man not separate. When they were in the house again, the disciples asked Jesus about this. He answered, "Anyone who divorces his wife and marries another woman commits adultery against her. And if she divorces her husband and marries another man, she's committed adultery." People were bringing little children to Jesus to have him touch them. But the disciples rebuked them. When Jesus saw this, he was indignant. He said to them, "Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, from the kingdom of God belongs to such as these." I'll tell you the truth. Anyone who will not receive the kingdom of God like a little child will never enter it. And he took the children in his arms, put his hands on them, and blessed them. As Jesus started on his way, a man ran up to him and fell on his knees before him. "Good teacher," he asked, "what must I do to inherit eternal life?" "Why do you call me good?" Jesus answered, "No one is good except God alone. You know the commandments. Do not murder, do not commit adultery, do not steal, do not give false testimony, do not defraud, do not honor your father and mother." "Teacher," he declared, "all these I have kept since I was a boy." Jesus looked at him and loved him. "One thing you lack," he said. "Go sell everything you have to give to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven. Then come follow me." At the man's face fell. He went away sad because he had great wealth. Jesus looked around and said to his disciples, "How hard is it for the rich to enter the kingdom of God?" The disciples were amazed at his words, but Jesus said again, "Children, how hard is it to enter the kingdom of God? It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of the needle. Go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God." The disciples were even more amazed and said to each other, "Who then can be saved?" Jesus looked at them and said, "With man this is impossible, but not with God. All things are possible with God."
There you go.
We've been reading that. We've been saying that a lot lately too. And then Peter said to him, We have left everything to follow you." "I tell you the truth," Jesus replied. "No one has left home or brothers or sisters or mother or father or children or fields for me, and the gospel will fail to receive 100 times as much in this present age: homes, brothers, sisters, mothers, children, and fields, and something else. Let me finish this one. And with them, persecutions, and in the age to come, eternal life. But Mary, who are first, will be last, and last first.
I don't know how you read that. Those words are so small. I
Oh, I
can't
know.
even
My
read.
eyes hurt.
I can't read with that.
My eyes hurt. Oh, man. What did you think? I think a lot of that is actually something that
Definitely
we've
related.
talked about recently in our personal life.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Oh, man. Did you...
Hmm.
What was it, Mark? It was Mark 10:30. I'm going to write them down now. Mark 10:30. And then Matthew, it was 9:25. All right. Cool. All right, y'all. Anything else?
No.
All right. We've been all over the place, but that's what I like about doing this podcast. I kind of be in and out and all over the place. I just be talking.
I have ADHD.
Me too.
So.
It's definitely bad for people who want to do a podcast and be like, I know everybody brain like zoom, 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 zoom.
I know, right?
Yep. I just like to hear myself talk sometimes. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast.
Yes.
Thank you for listening to the Heart2Heart Podcast. I am your host, Alex.
It's me. It's Jojo.
Yeah, you're my co-host.
Jojo.
See? That's that ADHD. Anyway,
So
I'm ready to go get me some kielbasa. Some salsa. You gonna eat the...
I don't know if was there actually kielbasa?
I don't know. I think she said there was kale. I don't know.
We'll see.
Trying to get my food stamp cards.
But you better not put that in there.
Oh, I don't care. Yeah. I want some cereal.
I want sushi.
Okay.
I want sushi.
I know.
Like really bad.
Where are you gonna get it at?
Giant. I really want some sushi right now.
Me too. I want to eat something. Anyway, y'all, I hope y'all enjoy it, man. And just thank you for tuning in. And just have a blessed night. And
God bless. Pray.
Just always
Protect
pray.
yourself.
Always protect yourself. And just follow the word of God and stay in the word of God. And pray. And if you guys want to talk about anything, if you guys want to talk about any stories, share any stories, please. We'd love to hear it. We'd love to just, talk about your stories. We'll share and talk about it. Give our feedback if you want us to.
Keep you anonymous. We'll do that too.
I got a Facebook link. Y'all can DM stories, whatever. I'm down. Whatever.
Moral of the day is don't let people in your home.
Not at all. No.
Moral of the day.
Be careful with who you trust as well.
Watch your back.
I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. We love you. We'll see you again later. Peace.
Bye.